And it's interesting that you are campaigning for more playing time for Gabe Davis because, of all people, we are bringing Gabe Davis on now, fresh off the practice field, to join us here with Thurman. And fresh off the
Oh, okay.
field interviews are brought to you by Austin Air, the official clean air provider of the Buffalo Bills. And, Thurman, we try to make you look good. I mean, that's really what we're here for. So we've got Gabe with us, I believe, now. Is that correct? All right. They're bringing him up right now. And Gabe expected, obviously, to play significantly more with Emmanuel Sanders' status in doubt. And I think Gabe essentially showed you what he can offer when given more opportunities. Gabe, how you doing? It's Chris Brown and Steve Tasker. We also have the Hall of Famer Thurman Thomas on with you. He was just campaigning for more playing time for you. So you got a Hall of Fame advocate. How does that feel?
Feels great. Just happy to get some opportunity to go out there and make some plays, and was able to do that last week. So hopefully we can just keep doing that and keep moving forward.
And it looks as though Emmanuel Sanders is going to be week to week. I mean, you're the next man up. You were the next man up in the Tampa Bay game. Does it give you a different sense of preparedness, or a sense of, a little bit of nerves that, yeah, this is going to be your week and it's going to be your chance to get a lot more snaps than you have in the past couple of months?
Yeah, no, I prepare every single week as if I'm going to be out there for 100% of the plays, just to be ready, just in case something like this does happen. So, preparing and everything else is all the same. But, just ready to start this week strong, and at the end of the week, hopefully come out with a win.
Thurman, you got a question for Gabe you want to fire at him from either last week's game or going forward here?
Yeah, I was just saying how it is remarkable to see a young man come out in his second year, but also how do you go about winning the game? Because we said it last week that you're one of the most physical wide receivers on this football team, probably the most physical. Does Brian Dable love having you in those situations where you're right there in the middle of it and having to block maybe a linebacker or a safety? How do you enjoy that?
No, I enjoy it. I try to do whatever I can for the team. When I was younger, I always understood how important blocking was, and I always try to bring that to my game because I am a bigger, physical, more receiver. I'm not one of these smaller, quicker, faster guys. I'm more apt to bring my strong attributes to the game, which is being strong, being physical, doing the dirty work sometimes, and just keep trying to take pride in that stuff, to know that I'm a team player and I can do whatever it is to win.
So, Gabe, how do you look at, this matchup with the Panthers? Because they do have a pretty accomplished pass defense, as I'm sure you already know through your film study through the course of the week. And yet their run defense, has had its share of problems, particularly of late. They gave up 190 yards on the ground to Washington a couple of weeks ago. I think Atlanta, who doesn't even run the ball well, put up 128 on them last week. It kind of makes us wonder what Brian Dable might be thinking going into this game. I mean, I know you're a pretty dang good run blocker as a receiver yourself. It kind of be nice to get some of those guys going on Sunday.
Of course, we want everybody to eat when it comes to these games. But, again, watching Carolina on tape, they're a really fast defense. They move around. You can tell they love to play football. They love the physicality, love to hit. They want to go out there and win every single play. And that's what we're ready for. These guys this is a great team we're about to go against, a great defense we're about to go against. Got a lot of respect, especially, for all 11 out there. So we're just ready to go out there and come compete on Sunday.
What do you think about how difficult it's going to be to prepare for this when Josh is probably not 100%, doesn't take the reps? You maybe switching back and forth between taking reps with Mitch and with Josh. What kind of atmosphere what kind of problems does it present when your starting quarterback may not be 100%?
I got faith in all my guys, whether it's Josh back there or whether it's Mitch. I'm never going to go out there. We're going to execute. He prepares well. He watches, 17 from as well when it comes to the practice reps. And I feel like he'll be ready to go out there and make some plays. So whoever's out there on Sunday and whoever plays, I know they'll go out there, they'll execute every single play as best as they can. And it'll be great to watch.
Go ahead, Thurman. You got another one for Gabe?
Yeah, Gabe, now that you know that you're probably going to be starting here, this week, probably the following week, or will you do anything different when you're scheduled, knowing that you're going to be out there with the first team all the time and not coming up on the sideline?
Like I said before, I prepare the same as if I'm always going to be in that game 100% of the time. I can fill in for any single spot, whether if it was the X, Y, Z, or F. So I try to make sure I'm always ready because I got a lot of guys I have to back up and have to know everything that goes out there on the field. So each week is always the same when it comes to preparation, just always staying dialed in that playbook and knowing what's going on, just to be able to remember everything.
And then, Gabe, just in the event that Mitch is out there with you guys on Sunday in some way, shape, or form, maybe just share with the fans in your time around him, what he's like on the field, what he's like in the huddle, just in the times that you've been around him here through the course of this season, so they kind of know what to expect from him.
Yeah, I mean, Mitch has no nerves. I mean, we've seen that when it came to us playing Chicago in the preseason game when he got a lot of his opportunities to go out there and play. He's real calm. He seems composed when he's in the huddle. When he's in the pocket, he's ready to throw the ball. He's ready to execute. And I feel like this guy's going to be great if he ends up stepping out on that field, and happy to be playing aside of him.
What was the difference in the second half of the Tampa Bay game?
I just think we had a great talk at halftime, and we kind of pulled together, realized what kind of team we were, and we just went out there and executed. Not really much to it. There's sometimes we have your hiccups in the first half, and we realized that, and we owned it, and we came out and we just started playing our ball. Came out there and wanted to win, and we saw that drive and that fight in this team. I'm proud of the guys, and this is definitely a team I want to be a part of because that showed, we can handle adversity. And again, just had to be part of this team and know we can continue to grow.
Has there still been some excitement around knowing that you guys are still in it? You guys are in the 7th seed right now. How has practice been the past 2 days? Because obviously coming off a devastating loss against Tampa Bay, but how do you continue that trend that you had in the second half, being aggressive? How are the players in the first couple of practices this week? How have they been? Is it like, hey, we're still in this, and this is still in our time?
Well, exactly. You set a standard, right? We set a standard that second half, and that's how we play football. And that's what we plan on bringing in for the rest of the season. When you do something that big in such little time like we did, you understand that you can do it. You just have to put it all together, come together, and keep executing. And that's our biggest thing. It's just execution. So we go out here every single day, focus on our details, execute those details at a high level, and be ready to go out there and compete. We play this game for a long time. We love this game. We love being around the guys. And I love the players I'm with. I want to fight for them and know that they can depend on me when it comes to those hard times, and I can depend on them. Jordan Poyer said the same thing. So just, knowing that we can lean on each other to be successful this year.
Gabe, thanks very much for the time. Good luck. You got Thurman all fired up. Look at this. Thanks for the time, Gabe. Good luck showing up and showing out on Sunday. And you're my wife's favorite player. So keep scoring touchdowns, all right?
Yes, sir. Hey, thank you guys so much for having me on the show.
All right, that's Gabe Davis joining us here fresh off the field. Brought to you by Austin Air, the official clean air provider of the Buffalo Bills.